touching on the embarrassment part of it, I just think like, who cares?
Yeah.
I'm doing it, you're not. Like the people who will hate on the fact and be like, you're embarrassing for posting that, you just think like, well, you post it then. Why haven't you posted it? So if I'm embarrassing, then but I've posted it and it's got, I don't know, 50,000 views.
Yeah.
And then I've got invited by a massive brand to go on a brand trip.
Yeah.
You didn't post it.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? That's how I think of it. I just put my black sunglasses on and I'm like, I don't care.
In the studio today, we had Raya Padel, one of the true OGs of paddle content creation here in the UK. We had a wide-ranging conversation from a sporty upbringing to the amazing brands that she got to work with. She's organically grown such a huge following, and there's so much to learn if you want to get into content creation yourself. It's a super interesting conversation, and I really hope you enjoy it. My name is Marcus, and this is The Boast. Shall we start at the beginning? How did you get started in paddle?
So I come from a tennis background.
Yep.
So I played tennis for like 6 or 7 years when I was younger. And then I actually used to play at the David Lloyd in Chigwell, where the first paddle courts in the UK were basically put up.
You played tennis there?
Yeah. And my tennis court was right next to the paddle courts. And I remember looking at the paddle courts and thinking, what a horrible sport. Why is it so loud? Because I think the balls used to be made of something else. Like they weren't the classic like tennis ball. It used to be, I'm not sure, but the noise was so like incredibly loud. And I used to think like, what a horrible sport. Like who would want to play that?
Yeah.
And there were people playing back then. Anyway.
When you first started playing, did you, because I feel like a lot of tennis players feel a bit snobby about paddle. Did you feel that like just because of noise, or just did you look down on, did you consider sports to be too easy for you?
No, not necessarily. I actually quite enjoyed it because I had a racket sport background. I think if I didn't, I'd find it a lot harder to get into. But because I had that kind of like rhythm and like hitting the ball from tennis is pretty similar. Obviously the glass and all of that is quite different. But in terms of the actual stroke, it's quite similar. So I didn't see it as like a snobby way, but I know there are people who are like, paddle. Like,
so it was just too noisy for you.
Just too noisy.
Cool, fair enough,
And then I've kind of never picked it up or anything. I just carried on playing tennis. And then when I came back from uni, one of my tennis friends was like to me, oh, should we go and play paddle? Because he'd started playing at Rocket Paddle in Ilford. And I was like, I don't know about that. Like, I'll try. So we had a hit on one of the singles courts. And my timing was just horrendous because I hadn't played tennis in a while because I was at uni.
So what age did you start playing tennis?
When I was like 11, 10, 11.
So you started relatively young?
Yeah.
And did you play regularly, competitively?
Yeah, quite competitively. So I used to train a couple of times a week. I did groups, private lessons, strength and conditioning, tournaments every weekend. Like it was intense.
That must have cost a lot of money for your family and taken up a lot of time for you.
Yeah, and it was like, I was like the proper like tennis kid.
Yeah. Was it like aspirations of going pro, or you just loved it?
No, I mean, I actually hated it. I didn't enjoy it at all. I think the competing side of it took the fun out of it. So I kind of wish I had chilled a little bit and didn't compete every weekend. But there was no intention from like my parents' side to make me pro or anything. It was kind of just like
so why was it so
want to be
intensive?
good at something.
Yeah.
Because I had a load of other sports in the background. Like I used to sail, swim, and play tennis. And they were like my three main sports. And I used to compete in all three.
Okay.
So in a weekend, I would play I would go to like a tennis tournament, then I'd go to a swimming gala, and then I'd have like sailing training or whatever.
Right.
So it was like all blocked up in one weekend. Okay. So it was a lot.
Yeah, that sounds
but yeah, so I played with my friend. We played paddle and I was like, I don't know how I feel about this. Obviously, because my timing was off. So I was like, I don't know. I don't really like this.
Yeah.
And then, the glass situation was just a bit of an issue. I didn't get the whole concept of like, let the ball go and then it will come back to you. I was just a bit weird about that. So anyway, he said, please like carry on playing. Like you could be very good. And I said, okay. And at Ilford, they run like social sessions.
Yeah.
So it's like almost like match plays. You go.
Yeah.
So I used to just join them and play with like random people all the time. Picked it up quite quickly.
So did you despite feeling like your timing was off and not really understanding the glass, did you still like enjoy it? Did you still catch the bug straight away?
Yeah. So it was like instantly really fun for me because like one point you could play really badly and then the other point you hit like an amazing shot and it's like it's such a nice feeling. Whereas in tennis, if you're having a bad day, like that's it, it's game over really, because you're not gonna come back from it. So I used to struggle with that quite a lot. But with paddle, you don't really get that. I think you can have a bad day, but you can have some really good points and then your kind of mood improves as the game goes on. So that's what I liked about it. So I carried on playing in those social sessions. And then during like lunchtime, they used to do like a coaching, an hour coaching. And I joined those and I just kept doing them. And I was racking up the bills.
Yeah.
For paddle. I think I was doing like £800, £900 a month on paddle.
Wow, yeah.
And I thought, okay, this needs to stop on top of like my private lessons as well. So I stopped going to Rocket just because it was getting too expensive. And I was like, I can't feasibly like keep doing this.
Yeah.
So I joined the David Lloyd in Chigwell. And that's where courts are included. So you don't have to pay extra for courts. So my only fee was obviously my membership there.
Yeah.
But I use the gym, the spa, the tennis courts. Like it's like a facilities.
Yeah.
So it was kind of justified. And then my private lessons, obviously, on top of that. But the costs like decreased quite massively.
So what does your training look like now? If you were having private lessons, you're doing like match plays and socials, you're playing, I guess, just like open matches perhaps?
Yeah, like so I play at the David Lloyd with my friends, but it's like gold dust. You can't get a court there.
Yeah.
Like it's impossible. I'm sure people have hacked the app to actually get courts. So you have to get courts at like 7:30, 9 days before you want to play.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even know what I want for dinner, so I don't know what I'm doing in 9 days. But my friend tends to get those and she just invites me to play. So we've got quite a good group of people there that we play with, and it's actually quite enjoyable. Yeah. So it's me and her, and then we normally find 2 others.
Yeah, and you're still doing private lessons as well?
Yeah, so I have coaching at Stratford Paddle Club with Diego.
How often do you do that?
Well, not as often anymore because he's quite busy. But if I book in advance, I can kind of get like regular slots with him.
Yeah.
So yeah, I need to start that up again. But
how have you found training with someone like Diego? Because obviously Diego is an amazing coach, but he's also like, he's been playing his entire life.
Yeah.
He grew up playing in Argentina from like a kid.
Yeah.
And so his style of play and style that he teaches is so different to, I guess, how the sport feels like it's evolving. It feels like it's evolving to a much faster tennis-y kind of pace.
Yeah.
Compared to like traditional Spanish paddle.
Yeah.
Like, so how do you find like training with someone who's so traditional in the way they play compared to like the way the sport seems to be moving?
I think he coaches tennis as well. So and he knows I'm an ex-tennis player. So he kind of tailors my session to be more tennis-y just because that's my like style of play. We work quite a lot on defense and back glass and side glass, but I just can't get the hang of it. So I don't know. He tailors my session more to suit me rather than how he normally teaches.
Okay, great.
I've never seen him teach. I've never seen him teach or coach anyone else. And I don't know how he like forms the session around them. But with me, it's very like tennis style. Yeah. Like hit the ball really hard. Just very aggressive play. But I really enjoy it. I think he's very intense. And that's what I need. Like, I'm quite lazy on court. I refuse to move my feet, which is why I can't do the back glass.
Right, yeah. It's quite unusual. It feels unusual footwork to me. Like, it's sort of like the bouncing in and bouncing back out again.
Yeah.
Sort of like,
I just can't really understand it. And like, obviously the pros, they don't do the whole move back with the ball. They kind of just wait for it.
Because they know how to read it,
Yeah, so obviously that comes with time, but I'm clearly unable to read the ball. Yeah. So I'm just doing little steps. My mum always makes fun of me. She's like, you look like a rabbit just like running around the court. I'm like, because that's what I'm told to do. So, but yeah, I think I like quite how intense he is on court, and he's very like keep going. I know like the traditional like British coaches, not in paddle, but when I was playing tennis, they're like you hit one good shot or like a few good shots and they're like, oh, well done. Like they really praise you.
Yeah.
Whereas with Diego, he doesn't praise you for anything.
Does not.
And when he praises you, you know that you've done something really good.
Yeah.
So like, I prefer that.
Yeah, I did some coaching for him. I did one of the paddle academies at Stratford. And he was the coach for it. And he's so straight talking and no nonsense in a way that like I really value and appreciate. And like but in like quite a funny way, like you're obviously, because it's a doubles game, you're told to like be really supportive of your partner. Things like that. My partner did like this, it was a bad lob off the glove. I was like, oh, unlucky. He's like, no, don't say unlucky. It was a stupid decision. Why was he doing that? I'm like, it was a stupid decision. I was trying to be like supportive.
You're trying to be nice. Yeah. He's brutal like that.
Yeah.
But I like that because I come from an Eastern European background and my mother is very like...
straight talking.
Yeah, and like she will not praise me. Like if I get, for example, like 95% on an exam, she'll be like, why didn't you get 100%?
Yeah.
Like there's no well done in her vocabulary. Like that won't be used.
How do you find that?
It's intense, but I think it's very...
Is your mum going to watch this?
It's character building. She probably will. I think it's character building. She definitely says it's character building.
Yeah, sure.
It's built me to be who I am today.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I prefer my coaches to be a bit more like straight up with me. Like if I'm not doing it correctly or not doing it well, just tell me.
Yeah.
I don't want the fake like, well done, like amazing, great session, etc.
Yeah. I mean, it is very situational, right? Like I want my coaches to be like that. I definitely don't want like my partner to be like that.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. So no, I enjoy my lessons with Diego.
And you're a recent Stratford 4.25 now?
Yes.
And you've started a new, I think since you've done that, you've started a new series on your Instagram, beating men at paddle.
Yes,
yeah?
I have.
How's that going?
It wasn't meant to be a series, but it took off quite well. I only play with men, really.
Yeah.
And I quite enjoy it. It's more fast-paced. They hit the ball harder. Like, I'm quite an aggressive player and I want to, like, give it back. Whereas when I play with ladies, I feel like I have to be a bit more gentle and I'm not kind of getting the same energy back. So yeah, I mean, it's great when I beat men in paddle, basically. Yeah. I really enjoy it.
How's the series going?
It's all right.
It seems like it's a series. I think you've done like 3 of them now.
Yeah, 2 or 3. I think I'm going to carry it on. I mean, there's a lot of points. There's just a lot of footage to go through to find them. And like having to remember what part of the game I actually hit that shot is really hard as well.
Yeah, I try to record games and things like that every now and then. Not to post, but like just to...
For yourself.
For myself to like see my form and stuff like that. But even just like going through, I'm like, this is so... I don't have the time to sit through going through an hour match all over again. Like, it's a lot. But so I don't understand how content creators do it.
It's helpful. I kind of just do it when I'm on the train or when I don't have signal on my phone. Yeah. I can't do anything else. Sure. So I just watch the video or I kind of like press the edit function and then when I scroll across it like makes it bigger and it slows it down and I can kind of see the points a lot slower. So I just like skip through basically. But yeah, I think it's a good series. So I'm going to carry it on.
So you have a quite sporty background.
Yes.
Sailing, you said, swimming. Yeah. You also do now like Pilates and golf.
Yeah, golf. I used to do athletics, hockey.
Are you still doing all of them? Or
no.
Like, so what other sports are you doing?
Just paddle and then occasionally tennis. We play tennis on the weekends.
No golf anymore?
Not really that much. Like Lou loves to play golf. Yeah. And I would love to play with him, but I think he gets a bit bored. Okay. With my ball going all in different directions. Yeah. But it's fun. I enjoy golf. Yeah. I picked it up quite quickly.
Do you feel like that sort of like wide sporting base has really helped with paddle?
Yes. I think having a lot of sports under your belt really helps with picking up other sports in terms of like hand-eye coordination or like just kind of understanding. Obviously, they're all different sports, but when you have a sporty background, I think it really helps to pick up a new sport, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Like I always say, I've said this on the podcast so many times, like I've done sports in the past, but all of them feel like really static sports, which haven't translated really well.
Right.
The thing that I feel like has translated relatively well. It's sort of just like a general body awareness.
Yeah.
Sort of just like knowing what my body is doing.
Yeah.
And I mean, I
So you're
say
not
that.
like
Yeah.
floppy.
Yeah. I say that, but then I watch myself and often in videos that my body is not doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
You're like, my form is horrendous.
Yeah. But it feels like that's like helped me to sort of like transition or pick up certain techniques quicker.
Yeah.
So it's good that like you have such a wide sporting background. I feel like.
Yeah. Like, I'm kind of glad I was like the traditional sporty child growing up. And like my mum was so focused on me being sporty.
And then you're kind of one of the OG content creators in the sort of like paddle scene. I think you've been doing it longer than most people around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
October 2024.
Yep. So quite a long time now.
Yeah.
How early in your paddle playing did you start creating content? What made you start doing it?
So I started playing in June 2024. And then I was posting paddle content on my main Instagram account. And I thought, they don't want to see this. Like, nobody cares what you're wearing to paddle. Nobody cares where you're playing paddle. Nobody wants to see you hit an amazing shot. So I stopped posting on there and I thought, I'll start an Instagram account. It was kind of more, it was never meant to be like an influencer account. It was kind of just to document my journey of transitioning from tennis to paddle and kind of like me developing my skills and getting better at paddle. And then I just kept posting and people were interested. And I thought, I might as well carry this on.
Yeah.
And then brands started reaching out, being like, can we gift you some things just to do some content for us? And I thought, oh, this is amazing. I was like, yes, send it over. And now I have a whole wardrobe full of clothes.
Yeah.
And I don't know what to do with them.
Sure, yeah.
I'm just so clogged up with things that people were sending me.
Yeah.
But at the start, I was so happy for people to be like, let me gift you something for free. Like, can you take some content? Because it was helping me grow my page. Now I'm a bit more selective with the gifting situation just because I have so much stuff. And there's not enough days in the year to wear everything. Like, I have like 17, 18 paddle skirts. Like, when am I going to wear them?
Yeah. Play more paddle.
Yeah, basically. So yeah, that's kind of where it all started.
Yeah. Did you create content before? You said you had another Instagram. Was that just like a personal
That's
one?
just like my personal, just like friends from school, etc.
So what made you feel like it was something that you wanted to do? Because I feel like a lot of people want to do it, but are maybe scared to get started or scared that like no one's going to follow or engage with it and things like that. Like, what made you sort of like take that leap?
I wasn't ever scared about doing it, but like, I kind of just thought I'd just get it out there. If people follow me, they follow me. It was kind of more for me to document my journey and to kind of post what I wanted to post. Obviously now my content needs to be more tailored to what my followers want to see. But at the beginning, it was kind of just like post anything really.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of engagement and I thought I might as well carry this on.
Yeah. You've built up like I feel like a lot of people who create paddle content stick really very much to paddle, like match play or drills, whatever. But yours is you're much more of like a paddle lifestyle creator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this was my issue that I was having. Paddle is very niche in itself, and to create just paddle content is very difficult unless you play paddle full time or every single day.
Yeah.
Which I don't do because
also to like a really high level as well. To like most of the really big paddle content creators who basically just post paddle are doing like crazy trick shots and like they do it to a really high level.
Yeah.
If you're just learning, it's a different thing.
Well, yeah, exactly. So I was never that person. And also I think like I couldn't do those trick shots. So I'm not even going to try like kind of thing. So I thought I would kind of steer my account to something else and something that suited me. So like I love posting outfits, just like girly things, going to events. Yeah. So, I mean, that's where kind of I want to go into.
Hi, I just have a quick favour to ask. If you're enjoying this video as much as I am, please like, comment and subscribe to the channel. It helps us out massively and allows us to keep bringing these fantastic videos for you. Now, let's get back to the conversation.
And like, I wanted to make it more lifestyle because I can't play paddle every single day.
Yeah.
realistically. Like I used to play quite a lot, but now I've got so much going on, I just don't have time for it.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of trying to move into the more lifestyle side of it, like going to events and documenting events or photo shoots, etc. So it's not just paddle. But when I do run out of content, I just have to post videos of me playing, basically, and beating men in paddle.
Great. Yeah. So what do you do? How do you kind of like come up with your ideas? Do you spend a lot of time like brainstorming? Because you've got what went wrong Wednesdays,
yes,
right? You've got now how to beat men. You obviously do like your outfit inspo. Do you spend time like plotting out your content and planning it, or do you just sort of like do it as and when you feel like it?
To be honest, no. I'm really bad with content. I don't have a schedule. I don't have a posting plan. Like people schedule their posts. I don't do that. People do like trial reels. I don't do that. I don't have like a set what I'm going to post each day. I don't have like content days either, which I probably should start getting into. But if I see something I like, I try and replicate it and make it my own. Or it comes from just me scrolling on Instagram, really. Or if I think of something myself, like the outfit thing came from something that I thought of myself from the very start. It was like outfit inspo for paddle, just for the girls to get inspiration. So, yeah, I mean, I do need to start planning my content.
No, but like I think it's in like obviously everyone has like a different sort of like content journey, and especially people who are like getting started. I think like there's something nice about a really organic approach to it.
Yeah,
that feels like, I guess like I don't know, because I don't know who's like listening and watching this, but like I would assume a lot of people are interested in getting started themselves.
Yeah.
And to hear that can be sort of like really accessible and easy to do, and you don't have to be spending loads of time sort of like planning stuff, is probably like quite helpful to people who might want to get started themselves.
Yeah. I mean, it's quite easy to get started, I would say. To keep it up without planning content is difficult.
Yeah. Like
I'm finding it quite difficult at the moment in terms of posting every single day, because the way the Instagram algorithm works, if you stop posting for a few days, it kind of just like puts you away.
Yeah. So you try to post daily?
Yeah. So my aim is to post a reel a day or some sort of something a day, and then quite a few stories, just so that the algorithm like pushes me out there. The moment you stop posting, the next video you post, you'll get like 1,000 views.
Yeah.
Like it's so brutal.
Yeah.
And I don't have a TikTok platform.
Okay.
I do have a TikTok account, but I don't post on it.
Yeah.
As much as I do on my Instagram, and I haven't grown it. I think I have like 400 followers or something like that.
So how do you choose what you want to post?
On TikTok?
Oh, on Instagram, TikTok, anything. Like how do you decide what feels like it's good enough to make the cut?
If I don't have content to post, I will post anything.
Yeah.
Literally anything that comes to mind. It's usually just like photos of me. When I don't have content, it will be a photo of me. When I do have content, it will be reels that I've like created and thought of captions for.
Yeah.
I wanted to start that Wednesday series just so I had something to post every single week.
Yeah.
And my goal was to do a series every single day of the week.
Yeah. I mean, I think that Wednesday thing is a really good idea. Like when I started this, a lot of people have said to me that like it's really interesting. It's a cool idea. There's not very much like this out there in paddle.
Yeah.
But like people like to get to know the person a lot more. And it was like you should like post some of your own training footage or talk about yourself when you do like the interviews a little bit, so like people get to know you, and that like builds more relationship with people. And I find that like this is my first time, like I'm a theatre producer by trade, and I've moved into podcast producing more recently. But like I've always been like behind the camera, behind the scenes kind of thing. And this is the first time I've ever sort of like stepped in front of the camera. Yeah. And it's just really not my nature to sort of talk about myself publicly. I'm quite an open person and I'm happy to talk, but it's just not in my nature. And I keep filming content and I edit stuff, and I'm like, this is actually a really sick edit, but I'm too embarrassed to post it. So it just sits there and it never goes anywhere. I feel like building that personal relationship and showing that different sides of you and having those regular things really helps in that.
Yeah. And I think like touching on the embarrassment part of it, I just think like who cares?
Yeah.
I'm doing it, you're not. Like the people who will hate on the fact and be like, you're embarrassing for posting that, you just think like, well, you post it then. Why haven't you posted it? So if I'm embarrassing, but I've posted it and it's got, I don't know, 50,000 views.
Yeah.
And then I've got invited by a massive brand to go on a brand trip. But you didn't post it.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? That's how I think of it. I just put my black sunglasses on and I'm like, I don't care. Yeah, it's embarrassing. I don't really care.
Yeah.
Like,
so let's talk about your brand trips and your sort of like collabs you've done. You've done so many like big collabs. What's been your favorite one?
Definitely Asics.
That's the one we went to Barcelona.
Yeah, so Barcelona and then Madrid.
Okay, wow, yeah. So tell me about that. What was that experience like?
Unreal.
Yeah. You did that with Brendan B Paddle as well?
Yes, yes. I've always worn Asics shoes for playing tennis. And when I started playing paddle, I carried on wearing Asics. They're the only shoe I get on with on court. They don't give me blisters. They're comfortable. And I was just posting and constantly tagging them because when I post reels, I kind of tag my outfits as well. And obviously I appeared on their radar somehow.
Yeah.
And they reached out to me on Instagram and they said, can we send you an outfit and some shoes? And I thought, wow, this is unreal. I thought, yeah, send it to me. So they sent it to me. It was like this really nice cream outfit with some blue shorts and matching shoes. And I thought, this is amazing. Like, I love this. Obviously carried on tagging them, and then they reached out for the Barcelona trip, which was as a launch for their Sonic Smash trainer.
Okay. Yep.
And there was only 4 of us from the UK invited. It was like a fully paid for trip to Barcelona for a day to just go to the event, play paddle, take content, just be there for the launch. And then that was obviously amazing. And then we stayed in touch and they reached out for their Madrid trip, which was purely just a photo shoot. And it was just me and Brendan from the UK and then 2 other content creators from abroad. And that was unreal. Like, I've never done anything like that before. And it's for their autumn-winter 2026 collection. So we weren't allowed to post anything at all. Obviously like BTS, but just not making sure we got none of the outfits or the shoes or et cetera, in our videos. That was unreal. Like, I've never done anything like that before.
Yeah.
It was very structured. They had stylists, makeup and hair, like the lady who was running it all, cameramen, BTS guys. Like, I think the crew was like 25 people.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Yeah.
So like much higher scale, like production than what you're used to.
Yeah.
Which I guess for the most part is just you and your phone.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. I don't even have a camera.
Right, yeah.
It's just me and my iPhone. So I was like, this is crazy.
Are you would you ever look to sort of like up the quality of your content via buying new gear or things like that? Or do you think your phone's just in?
I would. I was going to get the Canon GX7, like the viral trending camera. But for now, my iPhone is completely fine.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
I get content from events sent to me, which are taken on professional cameras.
Yeah.
So I just make the most of it.
So this big Barcelona trip with Asics, it just came up just from you wearing the shoes and tagging them.
Yeah, basically, yeah. And I thought, this is crazy. Like, literally pinch me.
Yeah.
It went from me just posting random stuff on Instagram about me playing paddle to going on a brand trip with a worldwide brand.
Yeah.
And they gifted us the clothes for that one because they'd already released it. So it was kind of just like a come and try the trainer.
Yeah. So is that how you acquire most of your brand deals, or are you proactive at all? Do you like reach out to specific brands at all?
I used to reach out to them. Now I kind of just go with the flow. Like, the brands I want to work with are very global, worldwide, massive brands. And I work with Asics now, so I mean...
Oh, do you have a regular partnership with them now?
Yeah, so we're kind of in the process of creating a deal with them.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to work out in terms of like exclusivity, etc., etc. But yeah, they're very keen to get the ball rolling and be in a partnership. And I think B Paddle, Brendan, has the same, like we're in the same boat together. So that's good. It's nice to have a friend that comes to all of these things with you.
Yeah.
Because it's quite, like, it's a very new experience. It's nice to have a familiar face there. And I get excited when he says, like, he's coming as well, because it just makes it less, like, scary.
Yeah. So is there so you have a job at the moment, a full-time job.
Yes.
Is there aspirations, I guess, to make paddle and content creation a full-time career?
Yeah.
Does it feel achievable now?
Not so much yet. I think there's a lot more to ask for. There's a lot more money to be invested into paddle. I think it's quite early on. Even though I've been doing content creation for nearly 2 years now, there's a lot more in it.
Because it is like really interesting as a industry to start creating content in, because it's so new that there's like lots of space for people to create brands and their own sort of platforms and things like that, and it feels quite niche, but you can branch out and do things like you've done, like lifestyle stuff, and make it a bit broader. And because it's quite niche still, and because it's growing so quickly, there's a lot of money being pumped into it. But because it's still small, that money's not necessarily big scale like you would get in like other industries, where if you've got a platform, it's like typically a much larger platform speaking to much more people. So it's kind of like an interesting time. I guess like if there is a time to get started in it, 2 years ago when you did, it was probably the time. But like, certainly like now feels like the time to try to get involved.
Yeah, I think in other sports like football, F1, I think there's a lot more money, a lot more scope for influencers to kind of grow and get paid more. Paddle, not so much. And it's quite a shame. And I think like in terms, even prize money for the actual pro players is not where it needs, like it should be, basically.
No, even like the really, really top pro players. But like, I guess when you look at some of the brands that are partnering with paddle, from like brands like Rocket Paddle, where you were saying like, they have like sponsorship with like Emporio Armani and Cooper, and like these are relatively high end brands. And you look at the Premier Paddle, you've got like players, like most of the top 3 players have like high end watch brands, sponsorship deals, and things like that now. So like it certainly seems to be moving in that direction.
Yeah, definitely. And it's good to see that. It's nice to see that it's going somewhere. Obviously they need to be praised for what they do. It's not easy at all. So yeah, I think it will get there. It will take time. But for now, I probably will stick to my full-time job. A lot of people think I don't have a full-time job. Probably doesn't look like that on my Instagram. But
yeah, I mean, if your brand is paddle, you're not going to be posting your day in life at the office so much.
Well, yeah,
so, like,
I don't think anyone cares about that, really. And obviously, we're not allowed to post anything from the office. So, like, people have said to me, "Oh, why don't you do day in the life?" And I say, like, my day is wake up, go to work, come back from work, gym, spa, possibly paddle. Like, you can't see the work part of it, so that's boring. The only part you're going to see is me going to the gym, potentially playing paddle. And if I don't play paddle, well, what are you going to see, kind of? So there is the traditional like day in the life. There's a lot of creators who just do day in the life every single day. That's how they build their following. I personally don't think my life is that interesting. I mean,
you could be like, what's his name? Ashton Hall. You could be the next Ashton Hall.
Just like
do face plunges and things like that.
I mean, I just don't think it's that interesting. So I tried to do a few day in the life. They didn't go well. So I thought, let's just.
So what does the future of your sort of like content making and paddle journey look like, do you think? Do you want to compete? Is it just going to focus purely on content? Do you have any more like fancy collabs and trips coming up?
So I used to compete, and then it's quite hard to find a partner, I think. I think there's a big gap between the pros, the beginners, and the in-between. It's quite sparse. And I ideally want to play with someone my level or better than me. But sometimes it's hard to convince a better player to play with a player who's worse.
Yeah.
I don't know how that happens.
Yeah,
I've tried. It's hard. I don't want to fall into the same trap I did with tennis, where competing took the fun out of the sport. I kind of fell out of love with tennis. I wasn't enjoying it by the end of it, and I thought, I don't want to do this. I don't want to have the same situation with paddle. I enjoy my matches at David Lloyd with my friends. I enjoy my open matches at Stratford because the level is just unreal. I enjoy my lessons with Diego.
Yeah.
They're more for not to compete. They're for my own development. So yeah, I mean, I would love to compete. If I had a regular partner, I would definitely start competing more. But also it takes up your whole weekend.
Yeah.
And like, do I really want to do that apart from my 9 to 5, Monday to Friday? So it will leave a lot less time for me to do things I want to do.
Yeah.
And obviously I'd need to up my training quite a lot.
Yeah. Okay. And what about the future of your content creation? Any plans to move to like YouTube or anything like that?
No. I think I would struggle with like longer form content. I think it needs to be very interesting for people to watch it.
Yeah.
I think if I grow bigger, maybe I could move into YouTube, but currently at the moment, I don't think it's going to be interesting enough.
Yeah.
If I go on a really cool brand trip, then I would potentially put a YouTube video out there. But again, it wouldn't be consistent. And also with YouTube, I find like you'd have to vlog yourself. Like you can't do B-roll the same as on Instagram. And when I go to events, I always think like I want to enjoy myself. I don't want to come here and be like worried about content.
Yeah.
And
also like with the vlogs, what tends to happen is you just get lots of people doing that shot where it's sort of like the camera's down here. They don't want to be invasive of people when you just get an angle straight up the nose.
Yeah.
It's like the worst shot in the world.
And obviously I admire all the the creators that are on YouTube, and like we watch Simon Wilson. He goes on like trips abroad and he stays at like cool hotels, and like the worst hotel in, I don't know, Tokyo, the best hotel in Tokyo, or like cruises and stuff like that. But he's very like on camera the whole time. Yeah. And like he's filming other people, and it's very like in your face. Yeah. I'm not that kind of person. I just want to enjoy myself. Yeah. When I go to an event, I don't want to constantly be thinking like, oh my God, content. Like I'd rather take an intro video and then do B-roll and then do a voiceover afterwards. Yeah. In the comfort of my own home. Yeah.
I mean, that's nice though. It feels like you've got firstly quite like a balanced and healthy sort of like relationship with like, I feel like sometimes when people get into it, especially now where content creation is so big for people, and like when I was growing up, it as an industry just didn't exist.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's like, and you now have young people who like are just like, I want to make content, and then, and they want it so much, and they put so much effort into it, and like it's almost a drain and tax on their mental health. It sounds like you have like a very balanced and healthy approach to it that is also just like built around doing what you want to enjoy and having fun, and keeping it sort of like low intensity for yourself.
And I always said like I will stop doing it if I start not enjoying it. Like,
and like doing it this way is caused like a huge amount of organic growth for you as well. It's like, so like it clearly works.
Yeah, and I mean it doesn't pay my bills, so if I don't want to do it, I'll just stop. Yeah, as simple as that. It's not like I'm not fighting for it. I would love to grow my account, but I kind of want to do it organically. I don't want to be like be portrayed as like the fake influencer that just posts anything and like is like so eager to be famous, and it kind of takes like the fun out of it. Yeah. So I mean, I just take every day as it comes, really. If I get an amazing brand trip, please welcome.
Of course. Yeah.
So I mean, I'm really happy to be approached by Asics and to work with them. I think they're an amazing brand, and it's nice to be working with a brand that you actually love and that you loved before they reached out to you.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Like, I think a lot of creators they don't actually love the brand. They get approached by the brand and then they create a love for it. Whereas my love was before they reached out. And I think that's really important in terms of like promoting. You have to love the product, I think, for it to be organic promotion.
Yeah.
And before they reached out to you, of course, because you can create, like, I don't know, for example, a massive brand reached out to me. I can obviously create my love for the brand afterwards, but it wouldn't be as organic as it is at the moment.
Authenticity is like a big thing that sort of like connects people with, like if you're in content creation. And so I think that's really important.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm happy with my setup at the moment.
Yeah.
I'd welcome other brand collabs. I think it's hard because I don't have that many followers and I'm not a pro player. It's hard to get like consistent sponsorship from brands because obviously, and also I don't wear like branded tops. And I wouldn't post content in branded tops all the time. I think for the players who are pros or play consistently, like you can have all your sponsors listed on your tops, every single post that you post. For me, it's a bit harder because I'm not a pro player.
Yeah.
And I don't compete as well. So for brands, for them, it's like, what are we getting out of this kind of?
Yeah.
Which is why I need to grow my following so that they're more attracted to that than me like posting their logos on my tops, if you know what I mean.
Absolutely. Cool. My final question.
Go on.
What's your biggest brag, boast, or something that you're proud of, either in paddle or in life generally?
Can I say Asics again?
Yeah, if you want. I mean, that's a big thing. Like that's something that you're proud of. I think that's huge.
Yeah, I would say being reached out to by Asics because they're a massive worldwide brand, and I never thought that I would be able to work with them personally.
And it's like we had Louis on, and we spoke about sort of like him getting to the FIP final in Lithuania, and how validating that is for someone on that journey. It's kind of the same thing for you. It's like it's validation for the content creation and the journey you're on as a content creator to then be reached out to that brand. So it makes sense that you're then proud of that like, as an achievement. Yeah,
like before I started content creation, I never thought I'd be getting sent gear from Asics for free. I never thought I'd be going on a brand trip with them to Barcelona or doing a photo shoot for their autumn winter collection. Like before I did content, it was just like you would scroll on Instagram and you see all these creators getting really cool brand deals and think, oh, wow, that's amazing. But you never think of you in that situation. And that's how I feel with Asics. Like, they're obviously unreal. And being able to work with them is just an honor, really. So, I'd say that's my biggest boast.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
This is an Ampersounds production.